you, Mr. Toastmaster, and especially Mara. It's so surreal. I get to be your evaluator today. Wow, 5 years and 3 pathways. Friends, I don't know if you know this is how much work this is because some of you are just starting this journey, but we're one of the only clubs that give ourselves homework. And just off the top of my head, I'd have to say Mara's given probably in the range of 60-ish plus speeches. That is definitely a feat. I loved how you talked about choosing happiness because everyone knows that I'm a proponent of we choose happiness. And Mara decided to wrap her public speaking journey in a cloak of happiness. Not only did she tell us about her accomplishments, she took the time to step back and kind of pat herself on the back. A lot of us, especially this time of year, we look at all the things we did wrong and all the things we want to build into New Year's resolutions. And Mara, you did a fantastic job of stepping back and truly appreciating where you are on your journey and then detailing that out for us so we could follow along. These were some of your best slides ever. They were clean, they were poignant. When you showed yourself on stage, I could feel you giving that speech. This is a case where the images matched her speech, and she did a fantastic job with that. I do disagree, though. Mara is very funny, especially when you remind her that she's talking to kids. She gets very funny. And for those of you who missed her in-person speech, we didn't publish it, but Mara encapsulates humor the way that I would say an old-star Hollywood person does. Mara's main strength is she's very composed and relaxed, and she has this melody type voice that we all follow along with. So when she changes her voice and steps out of character, it's noticeable. And we saw that when you first did your gesture, I'm nervous. One thing I would love was to see a little bit more gestures out of you from this speech because you are so relaxing in the way you deliver. It would have been fun to have a little bit more vocal variety with a little more gestures, but you did well with a lot of your gestures. Another thing I would consider is maybe going a little bit deeper on the struggle side. We loved hearing about how you commanded the stage and you did all these presentations and you touched on the struggle, but I think for our new members, maybe going a little bit deeper into the struggle. We've all been there, and especially people like Mara and Nancy, they make this look so easy, and it's because they've done the work, and Mara has done the work on this pathway. I love how you went back to leadership in all of your examples almost. We tend to get hung up on the fear of public speaking. I want to be a better speaker, but we don't realize a big component to Toastmasters is leadership. And leadership spills into our families, our communities, our work. And Mara did a great job of showing not only her work, but her friends, her community, and Toastmasters. She gave us that 360 view of not only what she accomplished, but how she grew in leadership. And that's very important. And we thank you for that, Mara. I can't wait for the next 5 years either. We are going to have so much fun in this club. And Mara, I suggest you all go back and look at some of her previous speeches. She is a senior speaker. She's excellent at her craft. And I think we should all unmute and applaud her for finishing her pathway. Thank you, Mara.
Thank you, Kelly. You got me right there at the end.